So we've just looked at the nervous system and the structure of the nervous system in animals. And the next thing we're going to do is zoom all the way down into the nervous system to look at the individual nerve cells and see how they send messages through the nervous system. So remember, in biology, we're always looking at organ systems as the bigger picture. And the organ system we're looking at here is the nervous system. And then we're zooming in further and further to look at the features that make up systems. So remember, an organ system is made of organs. Organs are made of different types of tissue. And tissues are made of cells. So in the nervous system, the organs, we talked about the brain is one of the main organs, but nerves are another major organ in the nervous system, like these nerves running down your arm. And the types of tissue that make up nerves are these bundles of nerves here. Nerve bundles. So we can see a nerve is this whole structure here, and it's made up of small bundles of nerves all joined together, as well as some blood vessels too, that we can see in there. And then within a nerve bundle, the type of cell that make that up is called a neuron. So that's an important word to remember. A neuron is a nerve cell. And the next thing we're going to do is look at the structure of nerve cells, or neurons. So here is a picture of a neuron, and we always want to imagine that there are lots of neurons joined together, end to end. Like we can see here, we've got our main picture here, but it's joined to two more neurons, and they're always joined in one long chain, and that's what makes up these nerve bundles. So going back to our neuron, the first thing to look at is, just like any other cell, we have the main cell body, and that contains all the organelles that every cell has. We can see the big nucleus, we have some small mitochondria, and we can see the endoplasmic reticulum here as well. And there will be ribosomes in there too, like every cell has. The next part of a neuron is these branches coming off the cell body. All these little branches, like a tree, are called dendrites. And these are what detect the message from the neuron further up the chain. So there will be another neuron coming down with its branches, and the message will travel along that neuron into the dendrites of this nerve cell. Then the message passes along this long tail part here, and the tail is called the axon, and the axon carries the message. And the axon also has these blue cells surrounding it. These are separate cells, and they make up what's called the myelin sheath. Sheath just means enclosing something or going around it. So the myelin sheath, it protects the axon, just like the rubber or the plastic around electrical wire. So if you imagine your headphones for your phone or on a power cord, we need to have rubber around it to protect that message as it travels along. It also speeds up the message too. speeds up the message. The last main part is these small little branches at the end of the neuron. And this is called the axon terminal. So the end of the axon. And we can see that it's joined to the next neurons in the chain. So the axon terminal passes the message to the next neurons. So we can see that a message comes from one neuron, it goes in through the dendrites, it goes along the axon, out through the axon terminal, and then into the next neuron. And this is how messages pass all the way from one nerve to the next.